Hello, I'm Annabelle Lee Leonard. I'm 18, nearly 19 years old, and I'm 5'9.5". I'll be performing a monologue from The Importance of Being Earnest, and I'll be playing the role of Cecily. Oh, I merely came back to water the roses. I thought you were with Uncle Jack. Oh, is he going to take you for a nice drive? Then have we got to part? It is always painful to part from people whom one has known for a very brief space of time. The absence of old friends one can endure with equanimity. But even a momentary separation from anyone to whom one has just been introduced, it's almost unbearable. I think your frankness does you great credit, Ernest. If you would allow me, I will copy your remarks into my diary. Oh no! You see, it is simply a very young girl's record of her own thoughts and impressions, and consequently meant for publication. One is appears in volume form. I hope you would order a copy. But pray, Ernest, don't stop. I delight in taking down from dictation. I have reached absolute perfection. Well, you can go on. I'm quite ready for more. I don't think that you should tell me that you love me wildly, passionately, devotedly, hopelessly. Well, hopelessly doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? Oh, you silly boy, of course. Why, we have been engaged for the last 3 months. Yes, it will be 3 months on Thursday. Well, ever since dear Uncle Jack first confessed to us that he had a younger brother who was very wicked and bad, well, you, of course, became a chief topic of conversation between myself and Miss Prism. And I dare say it was foolish of me, but I fell in love with you, Ernest. On the 14th of February last. Well, worn out by your entire ignorance of my existence, I determined to end the matter, one way or another. And after a long struggle with myself, I accepted you, Ernest, under this dear tree here. The next day, I bought this little ring in your name, and this is the bangle with a true lover's knot I promised you always to wear. Yes, you've wonderfully good taste, Ernest. It's the excuse I've always given for your leading such a bad life. And this is the box in which I keep all your dear letters. You need hardly to remind me of that, Ernest. I remember only too well that I was forced to write your letters for you. I wrote always 3 times a week, and sometimes oftener. Oh no, I couldn't possibly. It would make you far too conceited. The 3 you wrote to me after I'd broken off the engagement are so beautiful and are so badly spelled that even now I can hardly read them without crying a little. Of course it was. On the 22nd of last March. Well, it would hardly have been a really serious engagement if it hadn't been broken off at least once. But I forgave you before the week was out. Well, considering that we have been engaged since February the 14th, and that I've only met you today for the first time, I think it is rather hard that you should leave me for so long a period as half an hour. Couldn't you make it 20 minutes?